The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, Lord. Jesus said to his disciples, "Do not be afraid, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give alms. Make purses for yourselves that do not wear out, an unfailing treasure in heaven, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Be dressed for action and have your lamps lit. Be like those who are waiting for their master to return from the wedding banquet, so that they may open the door for him as soon as he comes and knocks. Blessed are those slaves whom the master finds alert when he comes. Truly, I tell you, he will fasten his belt and have them sit down to eat, and he will come and serve them. If he comes during the middle of the night or near dawn and finds them so, blessed are those slaves. But know this, if the owner of the house had known at what hour the thief was coming, he would not have let his house be broken into. You also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an unexpected hour." Peter said, "Lord, are you telling this parable for us or for everyone?" And the Lord said, "Who then is the faithful and prudent manager whom his master will put in charge of his slaves to give them their allowance of food at the proper time? Blessed is that slave whom his master will find at work when he arrives. Truly, I tell you, he will put that one in charge of all his possessions. But if that slave says to himself, 'My master is delayed in coming,' and if he begins to beat the other slaves, men and women, and to eat and drink and get drunk, the master of that slave will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour that he does not know, and he will cut him to pieces and put him with the unfaithful. That slave who knew what his master wanted but did not prepare himself or do what he was wanted will receive a severe beating. But the one who did not know and did what deserved a beating will receive a light beating. From everyone to whom much has been given, much will be required, and from the one to whom much has been entrusted, even more will be demanded." The Gospel of the Lord. Our first reading talks about the Passover and the Exodus from Egypt. This is the founding event of the Jewish people. God is revealed as the one who is on the side of the poor, who liberates the slaves from Egypt. The Exodus is like an interpretive key for the rest of the scriptures. The prophets all try to keep this liberating memory alive for Israel throughout its subsequent history. We need to wear Exodus-shaped glasses as the lens to rightly see the rest of salvation history. And this is true both for the First and the New Testament. Our psalm today sings of the praises of those who reverence or fear the Lord, those who continue to hope in God's kindness as the one who delivers us and sets us free. And the story today from the letter to the Hebrews is a fairly long and drawn out one, as was our gospel. It's just the story of our father Abraham in miniature. Hebrews tells us Abraham is our father in faith. And that's as true for the Jewish people, for us as it is for the Jewish people. We are all children of Abraham. Pope Pius XII, or the 11th, pardon me, said, spiritually, we are all Semites. Tragically, today, the children of Abraham are often at war with each other, a long intergenerational family feud, so to speak. One of my favorite songs by a folk rocker named Steve Earle is called Jerusalem, and its lyrics capture this tragic drama quite well. And I'm not going to sing it. You'll think you went to hillbilly heaven or something. Well, I woke up this morning, and none of the news was good, and death machines were rumbling across the ground where Jesus stood. And a man on my TV told me it had always been that way. Then there was nothing anyone could do or say. But I believe that one fine day, all the children of Abraham will lay down their swords forever in Jerusalem. As our prime ancestor in faith, Abraham has much to teach us about the meaning of faith. Born in the midst of the idols of false gods, Abraham hears the call of the invisible desert God, calling him away from his father's house and his father's gods. Called to sojourn, called on pilgrimage, called to live into a promise, a hope not yet seen, an absolute future not yet grasped in its impossible promises. A man good as dead is what our second reading today calls Abraham. And an older, barren wife, Sarah. They were promised more descendants than the stars in the sky or the sand on the seashore. Children's children. Meant to be an echo of faith throughout the ages upon ages. So what does this long narrative teach us about faith? It famously says, faith is the substance of things hoped for, and evidence of things not seen. For the word substance, other translations say confidence, assurance, trust, being sure, realization, reality, a well-grounded assurance. For the word evidence, other translations say conviction, an argument for, proof, certainty, knowing that something is real. So whatever way you look at it, faith is foundational. The rock on which we stand. Shelter from the storm. And yet Catholics are not fideists. We don't believe in just faith alone. Faith, fides et ratio, or faith and reason, is the Catholic way. Faith and reason always go together, and yet it is faith that gives us hope, and hope which gives us endurance, and endurance which gives us character.